Let's now talk about training female athletes. The sports realm is vast and diverse, with athletes from every walk of life showcasing their prowess. However, when focusing specifically on female athletes, it becomes evident that they have unique physiological characteristics that undeniably impacts both their training routines and their overall athletic performance. The menstrual cycle is a natural process in women, driven by hormonal changes, and it's a core part of female biology. This cycle operates in a rhythm marked by rising and falling hormone levels and can be divided into two main phases, the follicular phase and the luteal phase. Every woman goes through these stages month after month. But what's fascinating is how differently each woman can react to them. For instance, during one phase, some women might feel a surge of energy, allowing them to push harder in their workouts, while others might feel more tired or experience more sensitivity to pain. Understanding these unique reactions to different phases is crucial. By doing so, trainers, coaches, and athletes can tweak their training routines, ensuring that they're working in harmony with the body's natural cycle. This alignment can make a big difference in achieving the best possible performance. Women's health, particularly as it relates to bone and joint health, is of utmost importance. Naturally, women are more prone to certain health conditions, and osteoporosis is a prime example, especially as they advance in age. Osteoporosis is a condition where bones become brittle and weak, and this increased susceptibility makes it vital for women to engage in actions that actively strengthen their bone density. So how can this be achieved? Firstly, by participating in weight-bearing exercises, which are activities where you support your body weight or lift weights. Such exercises help in fortifying the bones, making them more resilient against age-related wear and tear. Secondly, diet plays a very crucial role. Ensuring consistent intake of foods rich in calcium and vitamin D is pivotal. Calcium acts as building blocks for bones, while vitamin D facilitates its absorption in the body. Together, they work in tandem to offer robust bone health. But that's not all. When we look at the unique anatomical structure of a woman, it's characterized by a wider pelvis. This results in what is commonly referred to as the Q angle at the knees, which is the angle formed between the thigh bone and the shin bone. This particular angle, inherent in women, makes them more susceptible to specific injuries. One of the most common injuries associated with this structure is the anterior cruciate ligament, otherwise known as the ACL. This is a critical ligament in the knee. Therefore, it's not just about keeping bones strong, but also safeguarding the joints. Now, when compared to a man, the differences in strength levels are a result of differences in muscle mass. Women generally have 2/3 of the muscle mass of men. This difference in muscle mass post-puberty is primarily attributed to men having higher testosterone than women. For females, or any women engaging in physical activities, it's vital to receive training that places a strong emphasis on proper technique and form, especially in high-impact activities like jumping. This training ensures that movements are executed safely, reducing the strain on the knees and decreasing the risk of potential injuries. Proper guidance can make a world of difference, allowing women to enjoy their fitness journey while prioritizing their health. Energy balance, especially for female athletes, can be visualized as a precise choreography between calories taken in and those expended. This equilibrium, frequently referenced as energy availability, plays a critical role in women's overall well-being, especially when understood in the context of the female athlete triad. This triad consists of three interrelated components: menstrual health, bone health, and energy availability. When there is an imbalance where caloric intake persistently lags behind energy spent during rigorous exercises, it sets off a cascade of potential health issues. For instance, one of the most immediate noticeable effects can be disturbances in the menstrual cycle. Regular menstruation can become irregular or even cease altogether, a condition known as amenorrhea. But these implications don't just stop there. Reduced energy availability can directly impact bone health, leading to diminished bone density. With weakened bones, athletes are at an elevated risk of fractures even from minor falls or impacts. Given these profound implications, it's essential for female athletes to be hyper-aware of their energy consumption patterns and ensure they're fueling their bodies adequately. While the individual demands might vary based on the sport, training intensity, and personal metabolism, the overarching principle remains consistent. Maintaining a balanced energy profile is paramount. However, achieving this balance isn't always intuitive, especially given the intense demands of athletic training. This is where expert intervention can be invaluable. Engaging with nutritionists, especially those well versed in sports nutrition, can offer female athletes a clear roadmap. These specialists can tailor diet plans that not only meet the energy demands of the sport but also factor in the unique physiological considerations of female athletes, ensuring that they remain healthy, resilient, and competition ready. Furthermore, the journey of motherhood introduces unique physiological changes for female athletes. Pregnancy ushers in a tidal wave of hormonal and physical changes, often prompting athletes to pivot their focus from achieving athletic milestones to nurturing their well-being and that of their unborn child. The postpartum phase, post-delivery, is marked by a need for recovery and rejuvenation. During this time, it's vital to allow the body, especially core regions like the pelvic floor, ample time to heal. Here, enlisting the expertise of postpartum fitness specialists can pave the way for a safer, more effective return to physical activity. A significant misconception surrounding female athletic training centers around muscular development. There's a prevailing myth that intensive strength training will invariably lead to women bulking up excessively. However, due to the natural hormonal differences between men and women typically develop muscles that are lean and toned rather than bulky. Strength training, far from being an aspect to shy away from, offers a plethora of benefits for women. It aids in boosting metabolic rates, fortifying bone health, and enhancing overall muscle functionality. By adopting a well-rounded training routine, emphasizing correct techniques, and progressively increasing resistance, female athletes can cultivate strength without undue bulk. In summation, the tapestry of female physiology is intricate yet unique. By delving deep into its details, understanding its implications, and tailoring training programs accordingly, female athletes can maximize their potential, all the while ensuring their holistic well-being. One of the foremost principles to grasp when crafting training regimens for female athletes is the profound significance of individualization. Each athlete, while sharing common challenges and advantages as women, brings to the table a unique blend of strengths, vulnerabilities, and aspirations. For female athletes, this individualized approach extends to nuanced understandings of their physiological rhythms, particularly the menstrual cycle, and their distinct athletic history. This individualization becomes even more essential when considering Indian female athletes, who might also have cultural and dietary considerations that influence their training as well as recovery. India, with its diverse array of food and regional diets, offers a palette of nutritional sources. However, it's crucial to align these with an athlete's specific needs and the demands of her sport. Next, let's delve into injury prevention and mobility. All athletes, regardless of gender, require rigorous injury prevention routines. Yet, female athletes present specific vulnerabilities. Given their anatomical structure, particularly the wider pelvis, they might face a heightened risk of injuries, especially around the knee area. This necessitates specialized exercises targeting the muscles surrounding the knee and improving flexibility. Mobility exercises are a staple, fostering a greater range of motion and laying the groundwork for efficient, powerful movements. For Indian female athletes, traditional practices like yoga can be integrated into mobility routines. This draws from the country's rich heritage to enhance flexibility and balance. Navigating the intricacies of nutritional needs, it becomes evident that female athletes might tread a slightly different path compared to their male counterparts. Women have distinctive micronutrient requirements. A prime example is the heightened need for iron, more so for those experiencing heavy menstrual cycles. An iron deficiency can be a silent performance inhibitor, manifesting as fatigue. Balancing macronutrients, emphasizing proteins and healthy fats, becomes essential for muscle recovery and sustained energy. For Indian female athletes, leveraging locally available protein-rich foods like lentils, chickpeas, and dairy products can be beneficial. Also, adapting nutrition strategies based on training intensity, the menstrual cycle, and individual factors is indispensable. When talking about strength and cardio balance for female athletes, it's imperative to first tackle and dismiss some deep-rooted myths that have persisted over the years. One of the most widespread of these myths is the belief that engaging in rigorous strength training can make female athletes appear overly muscular or even bulky. This misconception has unfortunately deterred many from incorporating strength training into their routines. Let's clear the air on this. Strength training is essential and offers a wide variety of benefits. Firstly, it plays a very important role in enhancing an athlete's overall performance. Through targeted exercises, athletes can develop muscle strength, which can aid in more powerful movements, better stability, and increased resilience against injuries. But beyond performance, strength training holds a special significance for women. Given that women naturally face a higher risk of conditions such as osteoporosis, a disease that weakens bones and makes them more susceptible to fractures, strength training becomes even more crucial. Why? Because such workouts actively bolster bone density, acting as a preventive measure against bone-related ailments. However, while the importance of strength training is undeniable, it doesn't mean cardiovascular workouts should take a backseat. Cardio exercises like running, cycling, or aerobics focus on enhancing the heart's capacity to pump blood, improve lung function, and boosting overall stamina. Incorporating these exercises ensures that female athletes don't just have power, but also the endurance to sustain prolonged periods of activity. For a holistic training approach, it's about creating a harmonious blend of strength and cardio. This synergy ensures female athletes achieve a fine balance between muscle power and cardiovascular endurance, each complementing the other. When we narrow our focus to the realm of Indian female athletes, the significance of achieving a balance between strength and cardio becomes even more pronounced. India has a rich sporting tradition, with sports like badminton and hockey enjoying immense popularity, especially among women. The very nature of these sports necessitates a unique blend of attributes. Take badminton for example. The sport is characterized by movements of explosive power, like executing a steep smash which demands strong muscle strength. On the other hand, players must also move fluidly across the court, reacting to their opponent's movements and engaging in long rallies that test their stamina and endurance. Hockey presents similar demands. While players need to pack power to their shots or tackles, symbolizing the need for strength training, they also spend significant portions of the match in continuous motion. Dribbling through opponents, chasing down the ball, or defending their goalpost requires a high level of cardiovascular fitness to maintain energy levels throughout the game. Given these unique demands of these popular sports in India, Indian female athletes cannot afford to prioritize one form of training over the other. For them, strength training ensures they have the muscle power to deliver those decisive moments in the game, while cardio workouts guarantee they remain energetic and agile for the entire duration of their play. Thus, harmonizing strength with cardio is not merely an advisable strategy for Indian female athletes, it's a fundamental requirement for their athletic success. Lastly, delving into recovery and rest, we recognize that these periods aren't just downtime but pivotal phases when actual growth occurs. The body rejuvenates, mends, and emerges stronger during these intervals. Recovery for female athletes is multifaceted. It's physical, hormonal, as well as emotional. Intelligently factoring in menstrual cycle phases can empower trainers to align rest days with times of potential heightened fatigue. Additionally, adopting recovery techniques like foam rolling, stretching, and meditation can be game changers. Meditation, deeply rooted in Indian traditions, can be a valuable tool for the Indian female athlete. This aids in mental relaxation and focus. When charting out training programs tailored for female athletes, the goal is a holistic approach, one that acknowledges them as unique entities. For Indian female athletes, this involves blending traditional wisdom with modern training methodologies, crafting a pathway that's as diverse and vibrant as their heritage. Navigating the sports world as a female athlete is a unique journey, layered with its own set of challenges and rewards. Let's dive deep into understanding the social and psychological aspects that play a role in their athletic progression. The first and often most visible hurdle many female athletes face is overcoming stereotypes. Historically, the arena of sports and athletics was largely perceived as a male domain. As a result, Women venturing into this space sometimes encountered biases and misconceived notions about their physical abilities, stamina, and even determination. It's not just about what others think. Over time, these beliefs became internalized, shaping an athlete's self-view and potentially affecting performance. Especially in India, a land rich in traditions and cultural beliefs, many of these stereotypes can trace their roots back to age-old societal norms about the roles and capabilities of women. Coaches, mentors, and even fellow athletes need to step up to challenge and debunk these beliefs. By doing so, they're not just paving the way for themselves, but they're also creating pathways for countless other aspiring female athletes to follow. Training often requires frequent visits to the gym, a space that can sometimes feel intimidating for female athletes. This isn't always about the complexity of the equipment or the intensity of workouts, it's more about building confidence in the gym environment. These might be feelings of being judged, misconceptions about suitable exercises for women, or simply the discomfort of being in a male-dominated space. To combat this, trainers and coaches must play an active role in making the gym a welcoming place. It's about imparting knowledge, helping female athletes understand the purpose and benefits of each exercise, ensuring they're comfortable using all the equipment, and above all, establishing a culture of respect and acceptance where everyone feels they rightfully belong. Being an athlete, irrespective of gender, comes with its own set of mental challenges. The pressure to consistently perform, handle defeats, and manage expectations can be taxing. However, female athletes sometimes have an added layer to this, given the societal expectations and roles they are often expected to juggle. This is where mental health considerations come into play. Beyond the physical rigors of training, there's a need to ensure that their mental well-being isn't sidelined. Access to counseling services, workshops on stress management, creating platforms where women can freely talk about their fears and anxieties, and even introducing practices like yoga and meditation can make a lot of difference. A sense of community is deeply rooted in the Indian psyche. Drawing from this, building a strong community and support system for female athletes becomes paramount. This isn't just about forming groups or teams. It's about nurturing spaces where they can bond over shared experiences, learn from each other's journeys, and find solace in knowing they're not alone in their struggles. Whether it's a group of fellow athletes, understanding coaches, or supportive families, these networks serve as anchors, helping them weather storms and celebrate triumphs. Communication, a simple yet powerful tool, forms the cornerstone of any successful training regime. For female athletes, communication and feedback mechanisms need to be robust and twofold. On one hand, regular feedback sessions ensure they're on the right track, helping identify areas of improvement. It's essential, however, that this isn't just a list of things they're not doing right. Celebrate small milestones. Acknowledging progress and highlighting strengths are equally vital. On the other hand, these athletes should always feel they have a voice, a space where they can share their concerns, discuss challenges specific to them, or even talk about their dreams and aspirations. While physical training forms the bedrock of an athlete's journey, the social and psychological dimensions are equally critical. For female athletes, especially in a diverse and culturally rich landscape like India, addressing these dimensions ensures a holistic development, setting them up not just for sporting success but for life. And now, to summarize and tie things together, let's recap all the points that we've covered so far. Training female athletes, a task teeming with nuances, requires us to look beyond just the physiological dimensions and delve deeper into understanding their unique needs. We began by acknowledging the critical importance of recognizing physiological differences. Women's bodies, with their unique hormonal cycles and muscle distribution, require customized training regimens that respect these distinctions. This is vital not just for optimizing performance, but also for ensuring their long-term health and well-being. Shifting our lens to the training regimen, we emphasized on the significance of tailor-made programs. To truly help female athletes reach their zenith, programs need to be individualized. This encompasses everything from understanding their unique nutritional requirements to striking a harmonious balance between strength and cardio. For Indian female athletes, cultural practices and dietary habits play a role, underlining the importance of region-specific guidance. But training isn't merely about the body. It's about the mind, the spirit, and the environment in which these athletes operate. Our exploration of the social and psychological aspects shed light on the myriad of challenges that female athletes face, from battling entrenched stereotypes to finding their confidence space in the gym. Recognizing the mental health needs, forging strong communities, and fostering open communication form the pillars of nurturing well-rounded athletes, especially in the diverse socio-cultural fabric of India. To cap it off, training female athletes isn't just a responsibility, it's a privilege. As mentors, coaches, peers, and supporters, it's incumbent upon us to ensure that they have the right tools, guidance, and environment to shine. Their journey, with its distinctive challenges and triumphs, is a testament to resilience and determination. As we equip them with tailored training, understanding, and support, we aren't just shaping athletes, we're nurturing role models for generations to come.